everybody! This is Ellen from Baby Beard Media. I'm playing Neocab, picking up Paxes left, right and center, and I have just had an encounter with a dude who got beat up by an automated car. Well, you know, it's rough all round. And until I hear back from my best friend Savvy, I'm kind of just stuck driving around. I think, let me see how much I've made. So I had a job from Azul, I had a job from Ali. Be good too. Well, here's the thing, I don't really know where I'm going. I have to wait for my friend to let me know what our address is before I can kind of do anything. So until then, I guess I'm looking for different customers. And my nearest one isn't for like ages. Oh, okay. Well, they're all far away. I guess. Like this one, Aganon, is the closest, but they've also got a 3-star rating. And I just don't know how I feel about that, so I might just go for an easy one. Klausberg, student of the world. Any opinions expressed on this feed are mine and mine alone. Wow, that sounds like what someone says who has a bad opinion. When I arrived, Klaus was waiting with someone on the pavement. He gave me a blank nod and extinguished his cigarette on a streetlight. So affected. Good evening. Hello. Were those German accents? They sure are, listeners. I used to keep track of how many different accents I'd hear in a night. I hadn't heard German in ages. Hey there, how are you two? They put their hands on their knees. They weren't talking. Were they waiting for me to say something? Germany, huh? You know what your national bird is, right? The golden eagle. Is that true? Just like us. But our eagle is bald. I bet our eagle is just jealous of yours. You are robots, yes? No. You must tell us if you are a machine. That is the law. Why do you think I'm a robot? Well, we understand that the American taxi companies are putting in, what is the word? Robot drivers? Yes, robot drivers, but in self-driving taxis. They still do not drive the car. Oh no, it is for appearances. Having a robot in the car is the most comfortable for the customer, you know. More friendly, it has personality. Yes, and more exciting. Self-driving cars are much more efficient, but you cannot carry a conversation with the car. That is my sense of humor. Well, you could with the car's computer, but it would be a disembodied voice. No good. Sterile and unfriendly. Yes, so we hear that the companies are putting robots into taxis. A pilot program. Do we understand correctly? Kind of a cool idea, I guess. So my friend and I are having this discussion. We think you are one of these robots. Do I act like a robot to you? Very much so. You recognized that Klaus's accent was German, and so you told us what you know about Germany. I mean, you initiated a helpful and informative conversation based on available data. You demonstrated basic pattern recognition. I guess that's technically true. If I was a robot, do you think I'd tell you? Just kidding. I actually am human, folks. I don't know what kind of robots you guys hang out with, but I'm clearly a human being. You claim to be human. I love these guys. then you will not object to proving it. The Higgs-Garry. Yes, the Higgs-Garry. It is a verbal test. Simply a few questions. Revealing questions. Couldn't I just sneeze on you? That is no test. No mucus can be synthesized. Obviously, humanity cannot. Really, the Higgs-Garry is the most appropriate test. Oh my gosh. The Higgs-Garry tests humanity, not information. A robot intelligence can recite all kinds of knowledge, but that does not mean it is human. A human is messy, emotional, complicated, beautiful. A robot is optimized and efficient. It is what a human can never be. No. Let us begin. I love these guys. We're gonna test a robot tonight. Born ready. Your aunt makes a racist comment at your birthday party. Is that a question? Please answer the question. Your aunt makes a racist comment at your birthday party. I'd be mortified. You meet your favorite artist. You tell him his earlier work is much better than what he produces now. Oh God. Why did you do that? My favorite artist wouldn't be a man. That doesn't affect the test. Just answer the question, please. It's good to be honest. A homeless man picks your pocket. He probably needs the money more than I do. I'd leave him alone. You have a young son. He asks to see your breast. What kind of conversation is this, Steph? In a cab? I would politely but firmly explain the concept of boundaries. Your pet pig eats your friend's best dress. She wants you to she wants to watch you discipline it. Okay, I would feel bad, but it's not the pig's fault, right? She can back off. It's my pig. After intercourse, your husband tells you he would kill a man to protect you. He tells you he has already killed a dog. Oh my God. He tells you that he killed the dog 3 hours ago. He tells you that you knew this dog. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, to quote Boo from Fleabag, happy people don't just put pencils up hamsters, but I mean, yeah, this seems like a needs help situation. My husband clearly needs help. Oh, I didn't mean that. I mean, I'd send him away. God, that's terrible. Your best friend has an affair with your son. They ask you to pay for the abortion. What? What? Is this the same son who wanted to grab my boobs? It doesn't affect the test. Please answer the question. Your best friend has an affair with your son. They ask you to pay for the abortion. Well, it is my son, so I guess if that's what they needed, I'd do it. Your father sends you worms in the mail. One of the worms still clings to life. I'd call Dad and ask if he was okay. Jesus Christ. Well, that is the end of the test. And perfect timing, too. We'd arrived at a club in Liberty Heights, the Haunt. It was hard to say whether the decor was ghost-themed or just black. Well? Look at them smiling away. I like you, Klaus. Well, what? How'd I do in the test? Is that important? We really do have to go. Wait, you made me take that test and you won't even tell me how I did? What do you think? To be honest, I am finding it quite hard to be certain. Yes, me as well. Where had I gone wrong in my life that people weren't even sure whether I was human? Human! I'm human! Either she is an incredible robot, or a below-average human, yes. But it is impossible to be sure. All right, you've had your fun, okay? Would you still sneeze on us as you offered? No, the moment has passed. We should err on the side of her being a robot. Agreed. Your test is absurd. There were definitely moments that made me wish I was a robot. Not someone desperately trying to lose it in front of her packs. Do we have to pay the fare even though we've determined that you are a robot? Yes. She doesn't deny being a robot. Yes, I noticed that as well. There was a line for the haunt stretching right around the block. Klaus and Marek disappeared to join it. I'll never get what makes people wait in lines that long for a drink. But what do I know? I'm just a robot. I mean, like, sure, I feel the annoyance, but also, like, that is a... He gave me 5 stars! Glassberg gave you 5 stars. Perfect driver, a marvel of modern engineering. I mean, come on, that's pretty funny. If I was Lena, I think I would be a bit chuffed. So sorry. Lena, fast as you can. What? You're scaring me. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay, hang on. Okay, damn it. Did I use up all my fuel? An LOPD speed trap nearly nabbed me on the way over. Too close. But I still wasn't fast enough. This was definitely it. The location of Savvy's SOS pin. It was just an empty lot in between some abandoned storefronts. I could only see as far as my headlights, but there was no trace of her. No text since So Sorry either. I called out her name. There was no answer. Had I just missed her? If I'd driven here faster, would she be getting into my car right now, laughing off her crazy night? It was so dark I could barely see the broken bottles all over the ground. This wasn't a good place for anyone to wait around at night. Especially alone. Especially someone like Savvy. Then I saw it. Face down on the curb. Her phone. I grabbed it and a chill ran up my arms. It was shattered right in the center of the hollow screen, now totally dark and cold. It looked like it had been stepped on. There was a sticker on the back, a punk-looking symbol of a wasp inside a bicycle gear. I sketched it in my journaling app and stashed her phone in my glove box. That explained the radio silence. What had happened here? Someone must have grabbed it from her. Someone who didn't want her texting me. Who would do that? If you know her at all, you know Savvy is not someone you should mess with. My feel grid went hard red. That seemed about right. I wondered what Savvy's feel grid looked like right now. What was she feeling? What was she thinking? All I could imagine was not comforting. I tried to push back my thoughts and focus on what I could do right now. I remembered what Azul had told me about Radix. No cops. My body felt crazy, like I was buzzing with nerves, but at the same time could barely keep a thought in my head. I had nowhere to go, no one to help talk things out. All I could do was try to get some sleep. My only option was crash her to find a cheap motel or a spare room somewhere. Anywhere but a Capra capsule if I could afford it. I closed out my neocab shift. At least I'd hit my quota before my world turned upside down. Damn it. Cool, I've got 5 stars still, but... I mean, I don't exactly feel great knowing that my best friend is somewhere out there, hopefully. But more importantly, I need to Yikes, a little low. I didn't know when I'd be able to charge up again. Yeah. Oh, wait. No. Oh, no. I clicked too fast. I wanted to fill it up completely. Damn it, Ellen. Pay attention to what you're doing. Jeez Louise. Can I go back? Hey. It's pretty cheap, too, as well, I think. Yeah. Let's get a full charge. Oh, I'm so glad that it let me go back. Crasher. No, that's a capsule. I definitely don't want that. What's that? Motel Azteca. Vacancies now at the landmark Motel Azteca. Relaxed lodging with hot tub, parking, and continental breakfast. Ooh, I get a breakfast? That's pretty cool. Don't want a capsule. That is like a... yeah. Like a couch crash thing. But also... Oh no, it's just like someone's home. Okay, but it is much more expensive than... I'm just gonna come to this hotel. Yeah. I feel like sometimes Airbnbs are really cool, or like house sharing kind of apps are cool in principle, but I feel like sometimes I really desperately need the anonymity and just like low emotional effort that actually paying for like a single place can do for you. I was back in Cactus Flats, in a room where I'd used to live, floating above all these things I'd owned, all these beautiful little things. Rows and rows of little things, pine cones and seashells. I remembered where I'd gotten each one of them, and the joy I felt was so warm, like light inside my whole body. I was so happy to be home. I kept floating, and then I wasn't in my nice room anymore, and there wasn't anything in the room, and I couldn't breathe. I went for the door, and it didn't open. I screamed and screamed and screamed until all the air was gone, and I knew I was dying. Then I woke up. The as-advertised 24/7 breakfast was okay, but there were pine cones placed around the trays for decoration. I knew it had to have been a coincidence. Of course it was, but the effort to ignore the thoughts that maybe it wasn't just a coincidence, that maybe the hotel was some kind of portal between the dream world and the real world, but then that would mean all I could summon were pine cones. It all just kind of killed my appetite. Back to work. The memory of what had happened last night was a shadow over everything around me. The desperate texts, Savvy's smashed phone. I tried to quiet my mind and just feel into my body for a second. Ugh, this wasn't working. Where the hell was she? This wouldn't be the first time she'd ghosted, but this felt different. And I knew basically nothing about what her life in Los Hoyos was like. Savvy was headed to a nightclub, but its name? Total mystery. Oh, and she was in some kind of trouble at work, whatever that was. I tried to recall as many details as I could about last night, scribbling in my journal app until my hand ached. Maybe I'd seen that symbol on her phone before after all. It wasn't a name, but it was a person to track down, and a neighborhood. As long as I met my neocab quota, I could stay on the search without losing my job and leaving LO a total disaster. Alright. Well, let's get some gigs. Let's get some, some coin. You're in between red and yellow. You may be feeling arousal, excitement, or anxiety. Between red and yellow, you are beginning to feel agitation that could be either positive and negative. Your heart rate is quickening, and symptoms such as faster thoughts and more impulsive reactions may occur. Steer towards an appropriate quadrant by visualizing how you would like to direct your energy. That's my robot voice, if anyone was wondering, or my Siri voice. If anyone would like me to become a cool AI entity, then let me know. Three of Swords, the tarot. Maybe Lena's into tarot. But she feels pretty distraught right now. I'm fairly sure 3 of Swords symbolizes like big change, big emotional kind of devastation and loss. What the fuck? I found a phone. Where have I seen this before? A gear and a wasp. Last night, dropped off at 9 p.m. Rich person dorm. Jace never texted Deets. Savvy seemed upset. I kind of fucked up at work. Where? Found phone smashed with weird sticker. Oh, that's Azul's tattoo. So that's the Radic symbol. Savvy, where are you? Last text at 2 a.m. Alright. Oh, we've got a pickup request. This one? Una St. Clair. All things to all people. Alright. Night 2, everybody. I need to get to the Cadence, and I need to get there fast. What's that? It sounds like a spa. It's the casino, the big one. I remember when cab drivers were expected to memorize things like this. Sorry, haven't updated my programming in a while. You're an AI and self-aware? How ghastly. No, sorry, I'm just aware of my bad jokes. Humor. Yes, wonderful. I love humor. It's very human. Good, because people keep mistaking me for a robot for some freaking reason. Head to Frontera, north side. That was a straight shot. Easy trip. Oh no, don't go that way. Rajenimi Square is a mess. You can barely get through. She sounded like she knew what she was talking about. Must be some warning on her holospace. I can go around. Would you like me to take Jean Street or Flambeau? Choose one at random. And I do mean random. As random as you can make it. Weird. This was a whole different kind of backseat driving. Psychological. I whispered eeny, meeny, miny, and swerved to the last moment onto Jean Street. Not Flambeau. You said to choose? Wait. Ah, yes. That's just what I needed. Are we trying to lose a tail or something? Are you about to rob this casino? Do you think it would be wise for me to tell you if I was? Fair point. Hey, I might be a genius safecracker for all you know. Fair enough. No, I was desperate for a bit of chance, a dose of entropy. Randomness, you know? Resets my mind. Sometimes one finds oneself in a rut of predictability. It's why humor is such a balm. Comedy is based on the unexpected twist. Interesting method. How about I pick a number? Between 1 and a hippopotamus. Between your hippocampus and mine, thank you. But no. Not that kind of randomness. I need chance with real stakes. Which is why I'm zooming down Jean towards a casino? Yes, but now I'm not sure it will work. The stakes there are high in monetary terms, but they don't actually matter, don't you find? I stayed quiet. You've never been inside a casino, have you? I like to think life itself is a gamble. And the whole world is my house? So that's a no? No, the casino definitely isn't going to work. I need to find some entropy that matters. Why? What's this all about? Well, it's simple. Almost obvious. Something is wrong with the world. I agree with you there. Not that kind of wrong. A deeper kind. Sadly, I fear our timeline has become tangled. The universe is made of infinite timelines, always branching. It's based on the tiniest decisions. Always branching based on the tiniest decisions. As long as the branches remain distinct. I waited for her to say more. So you see the obvious danger. Obvious is not quite the word I would have chosen. So if our timeline is tangled up with another one, can there be two Lenas in one timeline? Technically, yes. Statistically, no. But certainly the Lena driving this cab might not be the one from my timeline. The same could be true of other people, too. Has anyone you know suddenly changed? Or even disappeared? Now that, Una, is a good joke. I thought as much. Tell me what happened. It should help me calibrate. I mean, she seems to know what she's talking about. I told her what had happened with Savvy. I was supposed to move in with my best friend, and she didn't show. And now I don't know if she's in trouble, or hurt, or maybe just the worst. She listened like my story was feeding her. Maybe I'd get 5 stars out of it, but it was a little creepy. So your friend just vanished? With no explanation? None. And you don't know how to feel about it. It confuses you. Wouldn't you be confused? Perfect! Perfect! I don't know if you caught the part where I said she might be hurt. She ignored me. Now this next part is crucial. If your friend hadn't disappeared, where would she be right now? I don't know. I just moved here. Please, just guess. Think in terms of chance and what if, and maybe let them wash over you. I could tell she was never going to drop it. I might as well indulge her. Okay, if she hadn't just blinked off the map, Savvy would probably be taking in a burlesque show in Les Rouges. Actually, more likely performing in a burlesque show. Actually, even more likely organizing a burlesque show. In fact, most likely of all, acting as a ringleader for an entire neo-burlesque scene. Yep, that is exactly where Savvy would be. She'd be picking out pasties in Les Rouges. She just absorbed it for a moment. Maybe she thought it was crazy. I'd like to request a new destination. Take me to Les Rouges. Just to be clear, you know Savvy's not there. No, she's not. But the gap between her being there and not being there? That's exactly what I need to feel. What are you going to do when you get there? I'm going to measure the difference. Do you have a device? Yes, and also, I am the device. Okay. Cool. That's cool. Excellent. I'll drop a little something into your account to cover the trouble. I rerouted us to Les Rouges. The trip didn't take as long as I thought it would, and after all that, we ended up back on Flambeur. I thought I should tell her. Maybe help her calibrations or whatever. Hey look, we're on Flambeur after all. 2 roads diverged, and we took them both so you could feel the difference. She didn't seem to notice my brilliant joke. She was staring straight ahead with this super intense gaze. Almost like she was seeing straight through to that other timeline. Whichever one we were tangled up with. We stopped in Les Rouges. She does look upset. I wish I could pay you back in kind and help you locate your friend. Information is obscenely undervalued against coin, don't you agree? Any clue would help. I've got nothing to go on. Well, I can't tell you where she is, I'm afraid. But I can tell you where she was supposed to be. What? At this moment, in a stable timeline, she's at a terrible Berlin techno-themed club called Stan's Machine. Am I saying that right? It's not far from here, any case. You're unbelievable, Una. I think I can use this. Think nothing of it. It's merely a byproduct of my work. So I have to ask, are you a physicist? No, though you're not the first person to think that. Just a quantum statistician. Just think of me as the accountant, except the spreadsheet is very, very large. And you can be simultaneously rich and broke. I don't think I could handle that kind of uncertainty in my Capra Cash account. Oh, don't worry about that. Counter-espionage is quite lucrative. In any case. Wait, back up. Counter-espionage? Ah, yes. With a little time and a little luck and just the right entropy differential, no secret is safe. The only way to protect your communications from a quantum statistician is to hire a better one. And I'm the best there is. So, I had so many questions. You'll see. I really must dash. Thank you for the ride and the story. This timeline is indeed as unstable as I feared. And we might even be able to fix it. Wait, might fix it? She slid out and walked up the sidewalk away from my car, zigging and zagging as she went. It looked random, and the sinking feeling in my stomach, that felt very, very certain. If there really were infinite timelines, did any choice really matter? I reached for my phone to find my next packs. Time to choose again. And not only is it time to choose again, it is time for the next episode. Thank you so much for checking out Baby Beard Media on YouTube. As Una says, thank you for the honesty and the humor, a wonderfully chaotic source of entropy. That's you, babies, our wonderfully chaotic source of entropy. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and see me on the next episode. Bye.